Welcome back to News Geelong. We continue our local footy theme with a Newtown and Chilwell player in Justin Perkins. To those North Melbourne fans watching, yes, that is the Justin Perkins that played for North Melbourne in 05 and 06.
You know, they're sitting second on the ladder, so, you know, they're a good side, and to come out and do that to them today was a fantastic effort by the boys.
I get a little bit confused on where you actually play on the ground. Is it just anywhere, or just mainly in the forward line, or what's the role that you actually play?
Oh, well, I guess today it was a bit of wing and centre forward, but mainly when we're kicking with the breeze, I was centre forward. But you know, as you can tell, I'm not the greatest kick, so I'll try and use my run to get up and around the ground and see if I can get a kick that way. So yeah, I was named centre forward for probably 3/4 of the game, but yeah, I do like to push up the ground a bit and use my run.
Now, this is your first year at the footy club. What's your previous history? Where have you been to?
Oh, I've been a little bit all over the place. Grew up in Hayward, down in southwest Victoria.
That's where Wojcicki from? Is it?
No, he's Hayfield. He's Gippsland. I'm from Hayward, down in Portland, opposite side of the state.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Nearly, yeah.
But, you need a plane to get there, yeah. All right.
Yeah, and then moved, played a bit of footy in Ballarat, and that's where I was lucky enough to play with Spaldo and Jared McCorkle, and yeah, after being around, I've been over in the Waffle and the Sample, and spent a couple of years at Caulfield in the Amos the last couple of years, and yeah, Spaldo twisted my arm to come down here, so it's great.
So a good bunch of blokes. Everyone that seems to come to the club like the camaraderie of all the players and all that sort of thing. You fitted in pretty well.
Yeah, I love it. Like, obviously I live in Melbourne and travel down, so I didn't know how I'd go with the travel, but yeah, it's great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and especially with Jared and Ash McCorkle in the car, there's a few stories that get told, so it's a bit of fun. Adds to it.
So you're a bit of carpooling and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, we do,
Right.
It is great.
Now, they have a big player function here last weekend, I believe, Eagle Rock Ball. Did you happen to attend it at all?
Yes, I was here.
It was a good night?
It was a great night.
No, they are very good nights, and Fano and I used to cut a swag through the dance floor here on a number of Eagle Rock Balls. Fano, didn't we? Yes, we did. But Jacob Spalding back into the side. I thought he played very well today.
Yeah, he did. He's got that little bit of class about him, so you know, it's great to have him out here. He's got such good skills, and you know, he just adds another dimension to us.
Yes, yeah, he does.
The absence of Jai Sheehan today, who for all intents and purposes has been the go-to man for this best part of this season so far, today he's not there. You've got a number of other strings to the bow. Josh McDonald comes in, kicks 4 goals. Jordan's kicked 4 goals again, which was terrific. And then Jacob swings forward and kicks 3. So isn't it great to have a few different options?
Yeah, but I thought our forward line functioned really, really well today. To take Jai out, who, you know, is just a fantastic player, and, you know, you're always disappointed to see him go out the side. I'd rather he running around with us, but, you know, good luck to him there. But, yeah, I thought our forward line was fantastic today for a few changes. You know, Jacob and Josh to come in, and it still functioned that well, which is fantastic.
And to have those, I suppose, to the fact that you can spread the footy and know that you can come in any particular way rather than having to go through one particular avenue.
That's it, and you know, we've got a bit of, you know, versatility. There's a few different style of players up there, and I think it really gelled today and worked quite well. And yeah, Joshy McDonald, what a first game, fantastic.
Yeah, the boy from Shepparton.
Oh, please.
I've been on very well all day for that.
He loves Ryan Normanton and Justin. And
Josh McDonald and Ryan Normanton.
Yeah, and mate, I'll be honest with you. If he'd kicked 6 goals, you would have missed out on being best player because Josh McDonald was just penciled in. No worries about that. Wes loves him. But no, he's very good, and he's a good cricketer as well. Good all-round sportsman, obviously, Josh McDonald, and he'll be better for the run as well. And we need him firing because there's a lot of hard games coming up, isn't there?
Oh, it's a massive month. This next, you know, we've worked in, I guess, 6-week blocks, and you know, this 6-week block really steps it up a little bit. And you know, we got a touch up last week, but to our credit, we bounced back, and you know, that's kind of footy we've got to play against St Albans next week to make sure we get another win on the board.
Well, exactly right, and then St Albans, and then I think we've got Colac down at Colac, and it'll be nice and warm down there, Fano. And then I think we have after that it's back to South Barwon, I think.
Not too far away.
And then St Joseph. So there's not any more easy games, is there, coming up, especially leading into finals too, where you want to get Well, I suppose Jacob wants to get top 3, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. That's where we're aiming for, and to bounce back. If we lost that one today, we're right back amongst the pack. But that keeps us right up near that top few today, and probably puts us, a little bit clear of a couple others. So I haven't seen the ladder or anything like that, but hopefully,
everyone stayed the same position. So
okay.
So we get told by Craig down the line, and as I got told from just a reliable source, it's the first time in 20 games whereas that Newtown has played. Beaten a side above them on the ladder. So there you go.
That is good news.
Bit of trivia. So there might be a good omen for when we play South Barwon again, and a couple of other sides. So
any word on Ash McCorkle? Obviously, it didn't look very good from our angle, and we know that every precaution was taken. Have you heard anything?
No, we just had a quick chat then, and he's gone off to hospital. But no, we haven't heard anything. I think Jared or Jacob will go in and see him soon. But yeah, no, we haven't heard. I think he's okay. We haven't heard anything too major, but what a courageous act to put his body on the line like that. And I think from that stage we really lifted. To get a goal from that play straight away was fantastic.
Certainly bonded the blokes, and something like that. It's an unfortunate incident, but sometimes that does bond the group.
Thanks for that, Justin. And Newtown will hope to be undefeated at home this year with St Albans at Elderslie Reserve tomorrow afternoon. While there's no AFL or VFL for Geelong this weekend, there is local football, but there's also the Geelong Falcons playing in a top-of-the-table clash with the Eastern Rangers at Simmons Stadium 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. To celebrate the occasion, News Geelong caught up with one of its captains, Alex Tigani. Geelong Falcons are ready to go 9-0. Would be a great start to the season, but you're up against the Eastern Rangers, who are second on the table, 5 wins in a row. How's the feeling with the boys down at the Falcons?
Yeah, well, the feeling's pretty good at the moment. We know this will probably be our biggest challenger of the year so far, and we're really looking forward to the contest. We know Eastern Rangers are a really physical side, and so we're hoping to get out on Skill Stadium and really use our leg speed and break the game open. So.
Well, when top 2 teams play in TAC Cup games, you always look to its leaders. Now, none better than Al Hickey right here. You're a second-year Falcon in terms of senior side, and you also played in 2 matches against the Eastern Rangers. 1 loss, 1 win down here. Do you remember much about those games, and will you take any of those experience into this Saturday's game?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, both those games were very different in the way they were played. The one at Box Hill, very wet, so it meant it was a very physical game, and being a metro side, typically a bit more physical, so they were able to sort of outpower us as a younger side last year. But we played them later in the season out at Simmons Stadium, and we were really able to use our leg speed, and we sort of break the game open in the second half, and our young runners were able to use the game, break the game open at the end there. So,
unfortunately for the it's not unfortunate for them, but a lot of the players will be state duties. I personally believe you should be with them, but unfortunately that wasn't to be. Nevertheless, who will we look up to fill those spots in the side? Who are the first-year players that have caught your eye that have helped guide the Falcons to this top spot on the ladder?
Oh, well, funnily enough, we had the 3 debutants last week who all stepped up. We had Stephen Prassani kicking 6 goals in his first game as a bottom-age player.
Most by any Falcon this season so far, in 1 game.
Is that right? Yeah, that'd be right. So, which he gave us a really good target up forward. Hopefully expecting him to do the same this week. Campbell Floyd, another outside runner, bottom age, really used his leg speed and used the ball really well. And Jack Berry, who played as the 23rd player, gave us a bit in the ruck, which was really good.
Obviously, a Falcons premiership would be the icing on the cake at the end of the year, but there's talk going around that with these extra games, you might just have that edge come best and fairest at the end of the year. What would be the ultimate highlight to finish off the 2013 season?
Obviously, a premiership comes a cut and above that. So, look, at the moment, we're just taking it 1 week at a time. That's the attitude we got down here. So, we haven't really got our sights any further than Eastern Rangers this week. So.
Well, thanks for speaking to us. Let's hope all the fans can get down. Can you give any of them details to the game?
I believe it's 2 o'clock on the Saturday afternoon down at Simmons Stadium. I think it's free entry. I'll just walk in and get down and have a look, and it should be a good game, hopefully in the right spirit and hopefully nice weather, and Falcons win would be good to see us 9-0.
Well, thanks for speaking to News Geelong, Al.
Thanks, Dado. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Al. We'll also talk to another Geelong Falcon, James Cheetahs, after the break. But before that, remember, you can watch all these interviews and more on our YouTube channel.